This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
What up? This is DC Channel Guns coming to you another gun video. Appreciate you watching, like, share, and subscribe. I want to appreciate all my subscribers. I want to appreciate all the good information. I appreciate y'all for coming to the video. Appreciate all the comments. Appreciate all the support. Appreciate y'all. And like I said before, the goal over here is to defend the Second Amendment and uphold the Constitution. So that's what we're doing over here. You know, a lot of things I've been looking at and stuff like that, kind of looking at the economy and stuff. And, you know, it is a bigger picture what the gun grabbers, why they were so upset, because, you know, you had the president, Department of Homeland Security, pretty much go and make gun shops essential. Now, a lot of people been asking me a question about that, and some people don't understand what the big strategy was when it came to the gun grabbers. Now, when it comes to the gun grabbers, I'm talking about they have a long-term strategy. And so when we got into this pandemic, this situation that we're in, to a lot of people, it's pretty much a SHTF situation to a lot of us. And, you know, a lot of people pretty much, you know, went to the gun shop to get some type of protection because we don't know how, you know, things is going to turn out when people, you know, pretty much start to try to rob and steal and do all kinds of stuff to get what they need and everything. So then you get into a survival mode. And see, the gun grabbers, their whole strategy when this situation happened, when they wanted to shut down everything. See, the problem is what a lot of people don't understand, the Bloombergs, the anti-gun groups and stuff out there, what they wanted to do was shut the gun shops down as long as possible. And, you know, when you look at a lot of these small businesses around the country right now, look at the effects. You have so many people unemployed. You know, you have a lot of businesses that is pretty much out of business. They're not coming back. We lost a lot of small business people in this country and everything, even though that the government is trying to do things to keep them running and keep them from going out of business. But, you know, the strategy of the gun grabbers, they wanted the gun shops to close up, and they wanted to pretty much drive a lot of these small gun shops out of business. That was the main strategy, and that's the reason why they was upset. The Bloombergs was upset. All of them was upset. And now you have some of the sheriffs and you have, you know, some of your politicians around the country is still trying to uphold to shut down the gun shops. That is pretty much a strategy that in Illinois. I've been doing a lot of research and stuff when it comes to Illinois and some of their laws and stuff like that. A lot of these laws and stuff when it comes to Illinois is that what they've been doing is making it so the mom and pops, these small gun shops, that a lot of people that pretty much is very essential to a lot of people across this country, you know, to, you know, get the ammunition, their farms and stuff, to, you know, get things that they need to defend themselves. And, you know, Illinois is one state that I did several videos on where they make the law so difficult. They make these little nets and everything like a fishing net. So you know, just make these loopholes and stuff so difficult. And a lot of gun shop owners pretty much give up. You know, just give up trying to, you know, apply for to keep the business going and everything. They get the license to keep the gun shops open. They just quit. They just close shops. In Illinois, a lot of gun shops has been closing in Illinois. You know, very high numbers and everything. So, you know, just take a look at it, you know what I'm saying? Because this is something Illinois been doing. But the gun grabbers will use this pandemic that we in to try to drive a lot of these small gun shops out of business. And that is the whole focus. When you look at this country, retail, the gun shop retailers and stuff, they don't make up this whole country when it comes to a lot of gun shops. It's the small gun shops that's in your small towns and stuff throughout this whole country, thousands and thousands of them. Not your retailers. The retailers are pretty much placed in certain areas in this country. But your small mom and pop gun shops, they're out in the suburbs. You have some that's in town. They're pretty much scattered everywhere. They're pretty much the supplier to a lot of the 2A community across this country. So you have to think about stuff like that. And that was one of their main strategies and everything. And, you know, I saw that early on what they was trying to do. But, you know, right now we have a lot of people that lost their business and stuff like that. And, you know, with the Department of Homeland Security and the president pretty much making gun shops essentials and stuff, and, you know, keeping them in business and everything. I'm talking about with all the stuff that was done, been done to gun shops, they didn't try to shut down ABC stores. They didn't do none of that. I didn't hear no backlash about shutting down ABC stores, none of that. None of your gun grabbers complained about alcohol and stuff. Nobody complained about it. So, that's some of the strategies that the gun grabbers look at. And another thing that, I kind of want to point out a little bit is that, right now you have a lot of the gun shops now doing drive-through gun shops and stuff, where you having people drive up and everything, and they're servicing customers that way and everything. Because there are pretty much limited amount of people that can come inside the building and everything. They got this 6-foot rule and everything when it comes to safe distancing and stuff that a lot of business have to pretty much abide by. So you're having gun shops that pretty much going by the same rules, and some of them cutting their hours and everything. But the good thing is they're still pretty much supplying the citizens in this country what they need most is something to defend themselves. So just kind of want to talk about that a little bit, because I think that the media kind of underreported their strategy and everything, what they was trying to do. You're hearing so much of the other stuff, what reason why they need to close gun shops now, but that is the real reason, because they wanted to drive the small business, the small gun shops out of business, to make them go away. So there was one strategy to infringe on your Second Amendment rights. So I just want to talk about it a little bit. This is DC Channel Guns, and I'll catch you on the next one.
This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.